Hey, shalom to the hopeful elect. First and foremost, I'd like to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rachakodash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders at Great Millstone who teach the truth and rule well. This is the Brother Yatab Yahweh Allah coming back from the GMS SF Bay Area camp. And I got a quick lesson today. All right, Lord's will is edifying. But this one, entitled in the headlines, Nuclear War. All right, something to that effect. All right, but I got a couple headlines I want to bring out, and prophecy is speaking. Okay, Habakkuk, the second chapter. All right, which let me get that real quick, because that's what it's about. All right, it's all about prophecy. All right, hey, the testimony of Yahweh Shai is what the spirit of prophecy. Okay, this is Habakkuk 2, and I'll just start at the top. It says, I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. All right, the Lord has set up watchmen. Okay, what are the watchmen watching for? Watching for prophecy. All right, again, the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. This is how we know what's going on in the world. This is how we measure the times. This is how we know where we're at. Okay, that's how we know Yahweh Shai is almost here. It says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it. For the vision is yet for an appointed time. But at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. And these visions are talking about the prophecies. Therefore, an appointed time. But what does it say? At the end it shall speak and not lie, meaning these prophecies will be made manifest. All right, and it's not tarrying. We're not in the time of tarrying anymore. The Lord is visiting this place. Okay? But again, I just want to read a couple of these, and I'll grab some more precepts. But it says, this is from June 17th, 2024, from RT. It says, Western weapons makers are on hiring spree. All right, that third woe, which is what, that third world war, we see that approaching quickly. All right, they just approved, or I think it went through the House. If I'm not mistaken, it has to be approved by Biden, which goes into that automatic registration. All right, so why are they in the time of having men ages 18 to 26 being registered? All right, for war. Okay, there's all these different countries that are gearing up for war, and now look, you have the Western weapons makers on a hiring spree, because what they're gonna, well, let me read a little bit. It says, well, because they're getting ready for the war. Okay, but it says Western defense companies are recruiting workers at the fastest rate since the end of the Cold War, the Financial Times has reported. The hiring spree comes after governments ramped up military spending since the start of the Ukraine conflict, according to the newspaper. 20 large and medium-sized U.S. and European defense and aerospace companies are looking to employ tens of thousands of people this year, the FT wrote, citing the findings of its own survey. The largest U.S. contractors, Lockheed Martin, Northrop Grumman, and General Dynamics, have nearly 6,000 job openings, while 10 companies surveyed are seeking to increase staff numbers by almost 37,000 in total, or nearly 10% of their aggregate workforce, the newspaper reported. All right, they're looking for welders, mechanics, engineers, software developers. All right. Yep. Okay. Jump down here. It says President Vladimir Putin said in May that since the start of the Ukraine conflict in 2022, ammunition production in Russia has risen 14-fold, while the production of missiles and artillery shells has increased 22-fold. All right. Hey, what is that? Joel the second or the third chapter, I believe. All right. These nations getting ready for that war. It says Russia has been able to build up its defense industry faster than NATO expected, the military bloc's Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg said earlier this month in an interview. All right, yeah, and America has no chance. Okay, there's gonna be the gathering in the Valley of Yahweh Shaphat, like the scriptures say, but America's through. America's army's done. All right, America's gonna be wiped off the map. Here's another one, June 17, 2024. It says nuclear-armed nations boosting arsenals. So again, that third woe cometh quickly, all right? But what's going to top it off? What's going to be the cherry or the icing on the cake, so to speak? It's going to be that final plague, so to speak, that nuclear destruction. All right. It says the world is in one of the most dangerous periods in human history as global powers boost their atomic arsenals and nuclear weapons play an increasingly prominent role in international relations, a Swedish think tank said on Monday. All right. Yep, the nine. I'm going to jump down. The nine nuclear states, the U.S., Russia, the UK, France, China, India, Pakistan, North Korea, and Israel, continue to modernize their atomic arsenals, and several deployed new nuclear armed or nuclear capable weapon systems in 2023. It says of the estimated, okay, 12,121 nuclear warheads around the world, about 9,585 were in stockpiles for potential use as of January, the report found. Around 2,100 were kept in a state of high operational alert on ballistic missiles. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Beijing is up in its arsenal. So all these countries are up in their nuclear arsenal. Okay, but again, this plays into prophecy. All right, and we're going to get it. Let me get this last one. This is from 5 days ago. Is Vladimir Putin and Kim Jong-un held strongest ever treaty. Russian President Vladimir Putin and North Korean leader Kim Jong-un on Wednesday signed a new partnership that includes a vow of mutual aid if either country faces aggression, in a pact that came as both face escalating standoffs with the West. All right. So again, you see these alliances being made. You see in the arsenals being worked on. Okay, nuclear arsenals specifically, but all these different weapon systems. All right, because this war is coming. Okay, again, Revelation, the 11th chapter. You know, I know we bring this out all the time, but this prophecy is speaking right now. All right, Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. All right, and the second woe is talking about World War II, and this third woe is talking about this Third World War. Okay, which again we see the beginning stages of it with Hamas and Israel. All right, which is going to escalate. You have Ukraine, Russia going on. All right, they're talking about Taiwan and China, which ultimately that main Third World War is going to be it's going to pop off in the Middle East. All right, the Valley of Yehoshaphat. All right, but again, it's already hot over there. Let me go over here real quick to Joel. Joel, the second or third chapter. I think it's third chapter. Yep. Joel 3 and 9, it says, proclaim ye this among the Gentiles, prepare war. And again, this is what you see all the nations doing. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. And this is what these countries are doing. They're converting their money, all right, they're budgeting into what? Weapons, war. It says, assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Yehoshaphat. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about, which is that Middle Eastern region. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get ye down, for the press is full. The fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes, multitudes in the valley of decision, for the day of the Lord is near in the valley of decision. All right, this is what we see going on, and this is why prophecy is so important. All right, this is why the scriptures hold so much value, all right, so much weight, because this is where we find out what's going on and what's going to happen. The Lord deals with prophecy. All right, prophecy simply means to say before, and the Lord has told us, all right, by way of his prophets that wrote these things down, what's going to happen before they happen. All right, now Isaiah 9 and 5, it says, for every battle of the warrior is with confused noise and garments rolled in blood, which is how, you know, war was usually done. Okay, you had the different sides with the swords and the spears, all right, yelling, you know, blood, people getting hands chopped off. And then now more modern, you have the guerrilla warfare, you got guns, you still have the blood and the noise, the cannons. All right, the tank missiles, mortar missiles. All right, but now what does it say? It says, but this shall be with burning and fuel of fire. And what is that talking about? That fuel of fire, that thermonuclear technology. Okay, if you can receive it. Isaiah 54 and 16, and this is why, you know, the Lord allowed this technology to be basically to be had. All right, He put it in the minds of these so-called scientists. All right, that movie that just came out, I believe it was a year or two ago. All right, Oppenheimer, it went into it. All right, but why did that happen? Because the Lord allowed it to. Isaiah 54 and 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire. All right, and what are smiths? Smiths are weapon makers. All right, it says, and that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. I have created the waster to destroy. And what is that ultimate instrument? Modern. Okay, it's those thermonuclear ICBM missiles. Okay, and why? Because it's an instrument for the Lord's work. This is prophecy. This is what the Lord said He's gonna do, and specifically, okay, on Babylon the Great, America, which is America. All right, it says. Yeah, I'll just start at the top. Isaiah 34:1. It says, "Come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world, and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter." And again, you know, these heathen had a hand in taking down Israel. And the scriptures say what? Specifically Esau, all right, which all these nations are in league with Esau. Esau has furthered that affliction. All right, he put us into a situation to where he did more than he was supposed to do, so to speak. All right, but see, with his wickedness and him being the wicked, all right, he furthered our affliction, and all these nations had a hand in it. So what is the Lord? The Lord is angry with these nations. Okay, it says that for the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He had delivered them to the slaughter. And this is what's going to happen ultimately in that Valley of Yehoshaphat, that third world war. See, all these nations, all these different countries think that they have a chance to win. All right, they have a chance to come up top. All right, China, Russia. Hey, all these nations are about to be destroyed. Okay, meaning their armies are going to be destroyed. Not necessarily the land. Okay, the only land that's going to be fully destroyed is over here in America. But all these other nations, then their armies specifically, they're going to be destroyed. All right, it says, their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood, and all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. Okay, and if you can picture this, you know, when a scroll is rolled together, one of those ancient scrolls, it's like a mushroom cloud. Okay, a modern day mushroom cloud, which goes into the mushroom cloud that happens after a nuclear bomb goes off. Okay, it looks like a scroll being rolled up. It says, and all their hosts shall fall down, and the leaf falleth off from their vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. And this is talking about that technology, how it goes up to the what is it called? The outer atmosphere, if I'm saying that right. All right, basically in the heavens, okay, the outer space, if you will. The missile goes up, touches out, and then it comes back down on a trajectory to hit its intended target. Okay, that's the sword being bathed in heaven, the waters, the Shemayim. It says, behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. All right, this is the Greek way, okay, of saying Esau, Edom, and upon the people of my curse to judgment. All right, so specifically, this land over here in America, all right, and what those who the wicked Esau, and then all those who are in league with Esau. All right, Jake who takes that MOTB. Okay, it tells you specifically that they're going to be caught up in this destruction, which is also called the second death. All right, the lake of fire, if you will, you know, because a lot of people get that misconstrued, if you will, being hell. It's not hell. The second death, the lake of fire. All this is talking about the thermonuclear destruction that's going to happen upon America. Okay? It says, the sword of the Lord is filled with blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, and the fat of kidneys of rams. For the Lord hath a sacrifice in Basra. All right, Idumea, Basra, which again, Basra, Idumea, Babylon is all synonymous. Okay, Babylon being America. Okay, the Babylon the Great being America, and then who runs America? Who runs Babylon? Esau, Edom. Okay, it says, in the fat of kidneys of rams, for the Lord hath a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea. All right. Yep. Let me jump over here. Isaiah 24:20, because this is how big the destruction is going to be. All right. It says, the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. All right. It's going to be knocked off its course. Okay. The literally, the nukes that hit this place over here in America, the scriptures say 200 million. All right. Or 200 million. Salakia. All right. I think it says 200,000, which is 200 million. Hey, that's how much destruction is going to happen over here in America, and it's going to cause the whole world, all right, the whole earth to reel to and fro. All right, it's going to be a big ass earthquake. It says, it shall be removed like a cottage, and the transgression thereof shall be heavy upon it, and it shall fall and not rise again. Jeremiah 50 and 20. Up here, 50 and 22, it says, the sound of battle is in the land, and of great destruction. How is the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder and broken? How is Babylon become a desolation among the nations? And this is the question that's going to be asked in that day when America is destroyed. All right, here it is. America's been that big bad bully. All right, you have the petrodollar, you have America involved in every other nation under the sun. But in that day to come, it's going to be utterly destroyed. It says, I have laid a snare for thee, and thou art also taken, O Babylon, and thou was not aware, thou art found and also caught, because thou hast striven against the Lord. The Lord hath opened his armory, and hath brought forth the weapons of his indignation. Okay, again, we read in what was it, Isaiah 54? He has created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, that bringeth forth an instrument for his work. All right, which that instrument, all right, that weapon of indignation is that nuclear missile, all right, that nuclear warhead. It says, for this is the work of the Lord Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai of hosts, in the land of the Chaldeans. Come against her from the utmost border, open her storehouses, cast up as heaps, and destroy her utterly. Let nothing of her be left. All right, the scriptures say, I believe it is in Peter, all right, the elements are going to melt with fervent heat. All right, nothing's going to be left here. Everything is going to be destroyed over here in the land of America. It's going to be a land of confusion. You're not going to be able to tell that there was ever anything here. It's going to be a desolate desert other than unclean beast. All right. It says, slay all her bullocks. Let them go down to the slaughter. Woe unto them, for their day is come, the time of their visitation. It says, the voice of them that flee and escape out of the land of Babylon, to declare in Zion the vengeance of the Lord our power, the vengeance of his temple. Call together the archers against Babylon, all ye that bend the bow. So everyone that has nuclear capabilities, all right, even America's so-called allies, they're all going to come against America. It says, camp against it round about, let none thereof escape. Recompense her according to her work, according to all that she hath done, do unto her, for she hath been proud against Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, against the Holy One of Israel. All right, and see, hey, that pride, man. America has that American pride. They think, the Lord is with this nation, but this nation is set up in wickedness. All right, look what's going on now. All right, you have the so-called month of pride. All right, they're going to be doing all those different parades, all around Babylon, which the Lord ain't with this place. Okay, and he's going to destroy it. And primarily what this place has done to the Israelites. All right, and I'll end off on here. This is Jeremiah 51 and 25. It says, behold, I am against thee, O destroying mountain, saith the Lord. So the Lord is against America, which destroyeth all the earth. And I will stretch out thine hand upon thee, and roll thee down from the rocks, and will make thee a burnt mountain. And they shall not take of thee a stone for a corner, nor a stone for foundations, but thou shalt be desolate forever, saith the Lord. Yeah, America's not going to be brought back. All right? Even when Esau is put into slavery, he's not going to make a comeback. You have certain groups saying that Esau is going to come back. No, hey, Esau, after he serves his time, he's going to be done away with. It says, set ye up a standard in the land, blow the trumpet among the nations, prepare the nations against her, call together against her all the kingdoms of Ararat, Minni, and Ashkenaz, appoint a captain against her, cause the horses to come up as the rough caterpillars, prepare against her the nations with the kings of the Medes, the captains thereof, and all the rulers thereof, and all the land of his dominion. And the land shall tremble in sorrow, for every purpose of the Lord shall be performed against Babylon, to make the land of Babylon a desolation without an inhabitant. All right, and again, you have the modern day Medes, which are the Russians, okay, and all those who are in league with the Russians. All right. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I think the point has been made. All right, a lot of nuclear talk going on, World War III talk. But again, this is prophecy. The Lord has set up these things to fulfill his will. All right. And ultimately, America, known as Babylon, all right, a confusion, is going to be utterly destroyed with thermonuclear destruction. All right. Hey, but Lord's will, this is edifying. Once again, I want to give all honor, praises, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders at Great Millstone. Shalom to the elect, and Abba Baba.